All right, we are going to discuss about equation of plane. Basically, whenever you want to know equation of a plane, basically after all, equation means it is some algebraic condition which is satisfied by every point on that plane. In vectors, if you want to talk about equation of plane, let us say you have normal of the plane as n bar. Okay, so if I give one normal of the plane perpendicular to this, there will be so many planes like this plane, this plane, this plane. All of them are perpendicular to this n bar, but among all those planes, which plane are you talking about? So you should tell one point also. So let us take point A bar. Okay, now when we say n bar is normal to the plane, what does it mean? You take any vector within this plane. This n bar is perpendicular to all of them. So what is that algebraic condition which is satisfied by every point within this plane? Is that you take any point as P, this is A, PA bar, whether P is here or P is here. Let me draw this again. Point A is here and this is normal n bar. Well, you take P here, here, anywhere and join. Whether take PA bar, AP bar. AP bar will be perpendicular to n bar, so dot product is 0. Okay. That's good. If you write AP bar, and if you take any point outside the plane, AP bar will not be perpendicular to n bar, it will be at some other inclination. AP bar you can write OP bar minus OA bar dot n bar equal to 0. That is R bar minus A bar dot n bar equal to 0, which is R bar dot n bar equal to A bar dot n bar. This is a constant. So general plane in vector algebra will be in the form of R bar dot n bar equal to some constant. For example, R bar dot some 2i plus 3j plus 7k is equal to some 20. Represents the equation of plane in vector algebra. So we should know mainly one normal and one point on the plane. That is the most important thing. Now with this we can derive for other cases. For example, if two planes are parallel, the normal of the first plane, you know, that will be the normal of second plane, because both are parallel means they are perpendicular to the same normal. For example, I want a plane. This is a plane. Its equation is R bar dot n bar equal to k. There is another plane parallel to that but passing through point C bar. What is the equation of that plane according to this formula? Okay, if n bar is a normal of this, it is also normal of this plane also, because they are parallel. And you know one point is C bar, so simply R bar dot n bar equal to C bar dot n bar. Okay, what is the similar formula we have for plane in 3D geometry? Is that whenever you want to know plane equation, you should know direction ratios of the normal as ABC. And you should know one point as x1, y1, z1. Then if you take any other point as x, y, z in the same plane and join, this line and this line are perpendicular, so this dr and this dr dot product is 0. We'll get a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1 equal to 0. That is exactly this. R bar minus a bar dot n bar equal to 0. R bar minus a bar is all these vectors and n bar is this ABC. So there's no difference between vectors and 3D in essence. And when you open it up, the plane will come ax plus by plus cz equal to some constant d. It is like R bar dot n bar equal to k, where here n bar is the normal and here a, b, c are direction ratios of the normal. Okay, that is just the beginning formula. Let us see little further cases. Okay. Now, not that every time they'll give you normal directly. For example, they can give you one point as a bar and tell that the plane is parallel to B and C. We take only B bar, parallel to B bar, there will be a lot of planes, one plane like this, one plane like this, one plane like this, so on. Okay. Their orientation is also different. But if I give two vectors, B bar and C bar, okay, parallel to both, there will be only one plane. Of course, parallel planes are so many, but regarding orientation, there's only one orientation. So there are a lot of planes. Among them, there is a particular plane passing through point A. So how to find it?
The B cross C we can take as n bar.
Yes. If this is B bar and C bar, the vector which pertains to both B and C is B cross. That is a normal. So our original formula is R bar minus A bar dot n bar equal to 0. So here same point A bar, R bar minus A bar, but B cross C. Normal is B cross C equal to 0. This can be written as box R bar minus A bar, B bar, C bar equal to 0. Without using this formula, you can directly tell this. How? Take any other point in the plane as P and join. AP bar, B bar and C bar are coplanar. Whenever three vectors are coplanar, box is 0, right?
Yes, sir.
So directly you can write this is AP bar, OP minus OA, this is B bar, this is C. Okay. What is the same formula that you have in 3D geometry is that if there is a point x1, y1, z1 and there are two lines with the dr a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2, then the equation of the plane is x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2 equal to 0. That is nothing but this box only, this scalar triple product only. B bar is this vector which is a1, b1, c1. C bar is this vector which is a2, b2, c2. And R bar minus A bar is exactly x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. So there is no difference between this. Okay. So this is what we study in 3D plane. This is what we study in vectors. All of you are able to follow?
Yes.
Okay. What if I have in a plane 2 points and one vector, A bar and B bar? We use this formula only, but if you want to find normal of this, let's say this is C bar. A bar is not in this plane. A bar is a position vector of a point. Origin may be somewhere here, maybe A bar like this and B bar like
minus
this.
A bar.
Yeah, when you subtract, AB bar is within this plane. If somebody is interested in normal of this plane, it will be AB bar cross C bar. And if you want equation of plane according to the formula R bar minus A bar dot, normal is AB cross C equal to 0, which I had to write B minus A here. In terms of box, if you write, it is R bar minus A bar, B bar minus A bar and C bar equal to 0. That is also same like you take any other point as P and join. AB bar, AP bar and C bar are coplanar. This is AP bar, this is AB bar, this is A bar, they're coplanar, so their box is 0. That will cover all the points P in this plane. Okay. In vector algebra, 3D geometry, what is the corresponding formula you have? If this is x1, y1, z1, and this is x2, y2, z2, and this is some C, C1, C2, C3, let us say C1i plus C2j plus C3k. Our DRs are C1, C2, C3. Then you will get x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, and C1, C2, C3 equal to 0. R minus A is this one, D minus A is this, and C bar is this one. Okay, there is no difference between vectors and 3D that way. Third case that you will get is when you have 3 points. When you have 3 points A bar, B bar, and C bar, you can give names A, B, C. Okay. First of all, what is the normal? You can take AB cross AC. Normal will be AB bar cross AC bar. Of course, if you want to expand, it is B minus A cross C minus A. We actually expand this, it will be A cross B plus B cross C plus C cross A. Some multiple of that also, not a problem. That is normal. And coming to the formula, what is the normal? I have to take R bar minus A bar dot N bar, and N bar will be AB cross AC equal to 0. Okay, if you want to write it as scalar triple product, we will write a box R minus A. AB bar is B minus A, AC bar is C minus A equal to 0. If you want to write this in 3D geometry, that you have x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, x3, y3, z3, you can directly get x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. That is this one. B minus A means x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. C minus A means x3 minus x1, y3 minus y1, z3 minus z1 equal to 0. Sorry, you're not able to see the last line, but I hope you'll get an idea. C minus A means x3 minus x1, y3 minus y1, and z3 minus z1. Of course, there is a slight variation, but otherwise, all three are coming from one formula. So whenever you want equation of plane, it will come into one of these four categories. That is, either you will know one point and normal, or you know one point and two parallel vectors, or you will know 2 points and one parallel vector, or you will know 3 points. Okay. One more case is there where it is family of planes. If you know two planes, any other plane containing the common line of those two will be first plane plus lambda into second plane. That's all. So whenever you want equation of plane, it should come into one of these five categories. This one, these three, plus that family of planes. But all these three are included in that. You have to just see how to find the normal and do it. This I can simplify slightly different. Let us see what is that. Instead of writing n AB cross AC, if I write n here, this one. That is A cross B plus B cross C plus C cross A equal to 0. When you open this, you will get R bar dot A cross B plus B cross C plus C cross A is equal to A dot A cross B is 0, A dot B cross is box ABC, and A dot C cross A is 0. A dot B cross is box ABC goes that side. It will be A bar B bar C. Okay, this also can be called equation of the plane passing through 3 points ABC. Nothing different. We really found the normal and used R dot n equal to A dot n. Okay, from this we can get one distance formula. I want to tell another one, then come back to this. Let us say I have origin. There is a normal instead of n bar, I'll write n cap. At a distance p units in the same direction. If you go, there is a plane where the perpendicular distance. There is a plane which is perpendicular to n cap, but at a distance p units along the n cap from there. If I want to know what the equation of that plane, because this n cap, this point should be p n cap. And if you use formula r dot n equal to a dot n, you are going to get r dot n cap is equal to a is p n cap dot n cap. N cap dot n cap is 1, so it will be p. So whenever you find equation of plane, basically this constant gives you an idea about distance from the origin, provided this is unit vector n cap. So if you have r bar dot n bar equal to d, d is not distance from the origin. You convert into unit vector, so divide with the mod n bar here and divide with the mod n bar. This is going to be n cap now, so this is going to be distance from the origin. So when the constant by the magnitude of the normal is going to be distance. In vectors, we may not use that much often, but same formula in 3D geometry is ax plus by plus cz plus d equal to 0. What the distance from origin is d by root a square plus b square plus c square. Exactly this, and normal drs are abc or vector this. But it is easy to remember because it resembles your 2D formula. What the perpendicular distance from origin to a line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is mod c by root a square plus b square. In the same way, mod d by root a square plus b square plus c square. From this, you can derive two more things. If you have d1 and d2, what is the distance between the two parallel planes?
Mod d1 minus d.
Mod d1 minus d.
d2 by root a square plus b square plus c square. Same thing in vectors. If I have r bar dot n bar equal to d1 and r bar dot n bar equal to d2, the distance between these two parallel planes is mod d1 minus d2. The difference of these two by mod n. Okay. Instead of parallel planes, distance from a point to a plane which is other than origin. What is the distance from x1 comma y1 comma z1 to this plane? Quite analogous to 2D.
X minus x1 plus y minus y1 plus z minus z1 by root over.
So we'll replace xi cap plus y j cap.
Simply xyz, you write x1, y1, z1, that's all. It will be ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 plus d by root a square plus b square plus c square. Like in straight lines, we have ax1 plus by1 plus c by root a square plus b square. Simply substitute that point here, including the constant mod, by root over a square plus b square plus c square. Right? X minus x1 means x is a variable. What will you substitute there? Okay. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is this in vectors? Is that if I have r bar dot n bar equal to d, and if you want to find this perpendicular distance from a point c bar, you have to substitute c bar here. It will be c bar dot n bar minus d with a mod like this by mod n bar. Here we substituted x1, y1, z1 in the equation. There we substituted c bar in the place of r bar and brought constant this side by mod n bar. So this is a similar formula for distance from a point to a plane in vectors, and in 3D it is this. Okay, now what is the distance from origin to this plane?
D by root r s.
This by mod of a cross b, b cross c, c cross a. Right? We discuss same thing when we discuss volume of a parallelepiped and tetrahedron. Why? I can also ask same question, that is origin, what is the distance to this plane? So that I can ask, I have a tetrahedron where this is origin, this is a bar, this is b bar, this is c bar. What is the height of the tetrahedron? I can ask. That and this question are same. Perpendicular from origin to a plane containing ABC. I should get box ABC by mod of this. But there, how we have done is different. The volume of the tetrahedron is 1 by 6 box ABC, which is equal to 1 by 3 into base area into height. Base area is of exactly this one only, mod a cross b plus b cross c plus c cross a, which is actually ab cross ac, into height. 1 by 6 when you cancel, what is the height will come? Box ABC by mod of a cross b plus b cross c plus c cross a, which is exactly this. That we got by volume of tetrahedron, this we got by equation of plane. Are you able to see that both are same?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so we will discuss still about family of planes, but line and plane combination also I want to discuss. Maybe I should talk about common line and then come back. Let us say I have two planes. Okay, the planes can be parallel, they can be coincident, or they can be intersecting. If they are parallel, how will you see? Let us say r bar dot n1 bar equal to d1 is one plane, r bar dot n2 bar equal to d2 is another plane. How will we see whether two planes are parallel? That is very simple. If n1 and n2 are parallel, yeah. If n1 bar is parallel to n2 bar, they are parallel planes. After that, of course, if n1 you can compare, looking whether they're same or not is very easy, because if let us say here n1, here 5n1, then here d1 you should have 5d1. Okay. Try to make these two same. If constants are same, they're same planes, otherwise they're different planes. If they're not parallel, definitely they're intersecting. And whenever two planes intersect, there will be a line of intersection. How to find that line of intersection? Either in vectors or in 3D. It is more easy to explain in 3D than vectors.
N1 cross N2 will be the direction.
Yeah. A1x plus B1y plus C1z plus D1 equal to 0. A2x plus B2y plus C2z plus D2 equal to 0. I have two planes and I want to find the common line. How to find? I want to discuss three methods. Method 1. First of all, if you take even in a vector way, the common line, because it is in the first plane, it should be perpendicular to its normal. The common line is in the second plane also, it's perpendicular to that normal also. If something perpendicular to n1 bar and n2 bar, it should be parallel to n1 cross n2. Okay. We can get this line drs by using n1 cross n2. But only knowing that is not sufficient, because whenever you want an equation of a line in vectors, you should know one point on the line and one vector parallel to the line. You only know one vector parallel to the line, n1 cross n2. That is A1i plus B1j plus C1k cross product with A2i plus B2j plus C2k. How to know one point? Okay, for that the method one is silent error. You take z equal to 0 or z equal to 5 or y equal to 0 or y equal to 3. If one of the coordinates, you fix it. Okay, because we have two equations and three unknowns, so I cannot find them. Okay, so let us say I took z equal to 0. Then when I solve, let us say maybe I got 5 comma 3 comma 0. So I already know one point on this by trial and error, and I know drs by using the cross product of these two drs. Okay. Almost same. Somebody can ask, if you are doing anyway trial and error, why to do n1 cross n2? By trial and error, find 2 points. You take z0, let's say you got 5, 3, 0, and you take x7, maybe you got y3 and z2, something like that, or y minus 3 and z2, something like that. Fix one of the coordinates, you can find other two coordinates. Like that, you find 2 points by trial and error. If you know 2 points on a line, we have a formula: x minus x1 by x2 minus x1, y minus y1 by y2 minus y1, and z minus z1 by z2 minus z2. Okay, so this is very easy, very simple, just trial and error. Method 3, you can adjust. What do you mean by adjust? Let us say I have 2x plus 3y plus 5z plus 7 equal to 0. 9x plus 4y plus 2z plus 11 equal to 0, something like that. I have two equations, how to find a common line by adjustment. I will eliminate z and find relation between x and y. Let us say I got x is equal to 9y minus 2 by 30. I eliminated z. How I can eliminate z? Multiply that equation 5 and this equation 2 and eliminate. Z will be gone. You will get maybe 13x minus 9y plus 2 equal to 0 after eliminating z. That rearrange it like this. Okay. Later on, eliminate y and try to write relation between x and z. Multiply this with 4, this with 3, subtract, you will get relation between x, z. Let us say 5x plus 12z equal to 20. Then what is x here? 20 minus this is 12z. 20 minus 12z by 5. Okay. So that's it. This is only equation of the line. Done. We eliminated y, found relation between x in terms of y. Eliminated z, eliminated y, and found relation x and z. One may say it is not looking like a line in 3D. What to do? You take 9 common and divide here. You will get x equal to y minus 2 by 13 by 9. Here you take minus 12 common. You will get z minus 5 by 3 by minus 5 by 12. And this x, if you want, you can write x minus 0 by 1. Now, does it look like a line equation in 3D geometry?
Yes, sir.
Yes. X minus x1 by a, y minus y1 by b, z minus z1 by c. Just adjust that. All right. So all these are the three standard methods to find common line of two planes. Okay. One is by one point you will find by trial and error, and the line as a cross product of the two normals. Second method is find 2 points by trial and error method and then use the 2-point formula for a line. Third one is just eliminate one variable, find a relation between two variables. Eliminate another variable, find a relation between two variables, and write in a proper manner. You'll get a line. See, these things, there are no formulas. As I was telling, some people may find these things difficult at the end doing questions is because they're looking for a formula, but it is not formula. It's all about methods. Anybody still any doubt about finding common line of two planes? Even if they're given vectors, still we'll go for this process only. We'll convert into 3D and only do it in vectors. It is not so convenient, apart from n1 cross n2. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So now it's difficult to give a notes where you can write it and all that, because just explaining only already 4 classes are over. This is the 5th class. Okay. If I give enough time to write notes and write proper definition and all, or some lines, it will take time. So whenever we have printed material, maybe 1 or 2 points are not written the way I explained, but
Sir, your recordings are there, no, sir? They're very helpful.
yeah. Anyway, many of your, in the ASB, you are having revision in all the 3 subjects, so and you have hectic classes. That's why I'm not recommending. But in the Sankaramatam campus, where for them strictly classes are only from 8:30 to 1 per day, only 4 hours. 8:30 to 10:30 2 hours, 10:30 to 11 break half an hour, and 11 to 1. Okay, no extra class anytime. Okay, very rarely. So they have more time in the sense. Okay, of course, syllabus will be covered late. For them, another by December end only will complete the syllabus. Okay, whereas for you in
The
maths,
revisions are there for them, then revisions.
revision will be very short revision. Okay, every year like that only. Only in ASB you will get 5-6 months. That means in a regular time, usually we get maths especially 5 months solid revision, but in other campuses difficult because syllabus will be late. So for them by December end, we are going to complete the syllabus, and then January and February, after removing Pongal holidays, hardly they get 7 or 8 weeks or something like that for revision. Whereas for you, we have done circles and parabola extensively for more than 1 month, and then progressions we already done. Okay. Actually, in between Patnaik sir classes were somehow he was not well and other reasons. Otherwise, we would have completed quite a few things. But anyway, you got a time to revise on your own, even if sir has not taken classes. But what I'm telling is, for first years, I'm teaching inverse trigonometry quite extensively, thoroughly, all the theory. Okay. If somebody feels that they forgot or something, they want to, because when I teach trigonometry to you, I'll not get that much time. Okay. So those recordings are there in my channel if somebody wants to inverse trigonometry. But I did not say in the class because you don't have time. I was telling the other seniors in Sankaramatam campus. Okay, anyway, so we discussed about common line. Sometimes you may not have to find common line. It's not that every time you take your time to find a common line. Sometimes they may say there are 2 planes and they have a common line, and there is another plane containing that common line, and it is passing through some point 537. Then you don't have to find this line equation, waste time. You take plane 1 plus lambda into plane 2 equal to 0. Whether vectors are 3D doesn't matter. Okay. Whatever lambda you take, it will always be a new plane containing this common line. How to know lambda? Substitute this point here. You will get lambda equal to some number. Put that number back. Instead of that, they may not tell that it passes through this point. They may tell, find a plane passing through the common line of these 2 planes, and that plane should be perpendicular to some other plane. Then what will you do? We'll take this normal, that plane's normal, and dot product equal to 0. This plane normal will in terms of lambda, dot product equal to 0 will get lambda. Just to find lambda, they'll get some data or other. They may tell this plane is at so and so distance from its origin. Then find distance from origin to this plane and equate it to that number. To find lambda, they'll give some data or other. They may tell this plane contains some line or something like that. Okay, this is all about family of planes. Either finding common line or finding the plane itself using that. Okay. One more thing about 2 planes, there can be what is the angle between them, they can ask. Angle between 2 planes is nothing but angle between their normals. You may have 2 planes, and of course, whenever you have 2 planes, let us say this is a plane like this and this is a plane like this perpendicular to the board. This is also angle between the planes, this is also angle between the planes. So when you really draw the normals, if this is 90, this is 90, and this is theta, when you extend the normals, one angle between the normals will be 180 minus theta, and other will be theta. Okay. So even though directly this and this are not equal, this and this are equal. That's how angle between the planes is equal to angle between their normals. So if you want angle between 2 planes, it is as good as angle between the normals n1 bar and n2 bar. Use cos theta equal to n1 dot n2 by mod n1 bar mod n2 bar. If it is 0, they are perpendicular or orthogonal. If it is not 0, you will get angle. And if they are parallel, you can see it. You don't have to go for this. At best, it may come 1 and get a 0. Okay. Coming to line, let me discuss about line and plane and then come back to 2 lines. Maybe that's maybe better. Line in 3D also a little bit I have to discuss, not so much. Line and plane. Let us say I have r bar equal to a bar plus lambda v bar and r bar dot n bar equal to k r d. When you take a plane and a line, there are 3 cases. What is that? the plane and line can be parallel like this. The plane and the line can completely lie within the plane, and the plane and the line are at some angle, they are intersecting at a point. It can be perpendicular also included in that. Okay, you can even say the line is perpendicular also, doesn't matter. Okay, so line and plane are parallel, or the line completely lies within the plane, or it intersects either this way or this way, doesn't matter. Okay, whether it is this or this, that is these two or this, how to know is very simple. If line is parallel to the plane, it will be perpendicular to its normal n bar. The line is parallel to b bar and the normal is n bar. B bar dot n bar equal to 0. We should not forget n bar is not a vector parallel to the plane, it's a vector perpendicular to the plane. So when the line is perpendicular to normal, it is actually parallel to the plane. Okay. So now we understood whenever b dot n is 0, the line is parallel to the plane. But it may be this or this. How will you differentiate between these two?
So for some variable point we take on that.
Yeah, directly substitute point a bar and substitute here. Okay, if a bar dot n bar is not equal to d, it will be only parallel. And if a bar dot n bar equal to d, how can a parallel plane and line have a common point? It can't be, means it's a coincidence. Okay, so after b dot n equal to 0, there are two cases. A dot n equal to d means coincidence, completely lies within the plane, not equal to this means this. How will you know they're intersecting? As long as b dot n is not 0. As long as b dot n is not 0, definitely they are intersecting. We don't have to check whether a bar is satisfying or some other point is satisfying, because a bar may be somewhere here, it may be intersecting. That is fairly simple, right? Okay, so earlier we discussed about equation of plane different cases. Sometimes they may ask same questions in a different way. For example, r bar equal to a bar plus lambda b bar, and r bar equal to a bar plus mu d bar. What is the equation of the plane containing these two vectors? Anybody want to tell?
So angle between these two.
What is the equation of plane containing these two lines? Sorry, not these two vectors, these two lines.
Sir, R bar minus A bar cross B bar cross D bar is, sorry, dot D bar cross D bar.
Yes, correct. This is nothing but there is a point A bar, and this is parallel to B bar, this is parallel to D bar. This line passing through A parallel to B. This line passing through A parallel to D. It is the same question as, you know, 1 point and 2 parallel vectors. So it is box R minus A B D equal to 0, or R bar minus A bar dot B cross D equal to 0. That's it. For example, they can ask another way. I want a plane containing this line. Okay, let me even change further. I want a plane passing through this point, parallel to this line, which is b bar plus lambda c bar, and perpendicular to a plane r bar equal to r bar dot n bar equal to d. I want a plane passes through this point, parallel to this line and perpendicular to this plane. Anybody want to answer?
Same means A bar R bar minus A bar box R bar minus A bar C bar and N bar.
Yes, it will be nothing but r bar minus a bar dot c cross n equal to 0. Why? The plane which I want should be parallel to this, means it should be parallel to c bar. So within my plane, I know c bar is parallel to that. And the plane which I want should be perpendicular to this. Whenever two planes are perpendicular, the normal of one plane is parallel to another plane. So this is one plane, this is one plane. My horizontal plane's normal will be parallel to the vertical plane. So when this plane and my plane are perpendicular, the normal of this plane should be parallel to my plane. So even n bar is actually parallel to my required plane, not perpendicular. Planes are perpendicular, that's correct. But the normal of one plane is parallel to the other plane. So finally what I want, I know one point on the plane, two vectors parallel to the plane, which normally is n cross c, r minus a dot c cross n equal to 0. Is this okay?
Yes, sir.
almost similar. They can say I want a plane passing through A, perpendicular to plane r bar dot n bar equal to d1, and perpendicular to plane r bar dot n2 bar equal to d2. Then what is the equation of the plane?
N1 r bar dot n1 cross n2 bar.
Yeah, r bar minus a bar dot n1 cross n2 equal to 0. First of all, perpendicular to one plane, there will be infinite planes, even if point is given. Let us say I have one plane and I have one point. Passing through this and perpendicular to this, there will be a plane like this and keep on rotating. Whether it is like this or like this or like this, it is always perpendicular to this hand. Okay. So perpendicular to one plane and passing through one point, there will be infinite answers will be there. But perpendicular to two planes, there will be maybe unique orientation. For example, imagine two leaves of a page, that is book. Lot of planes will be like this. They're all perpendicular to this plane also and this plane also. Okay. But among them, a particular plane will pass through this. So if you take these two planes as two sheets of a book, we are looking for a plane which is perpendicular to both of them, and there will be infinite such, and possibly will be very unique. But anyway, whenever two planes are perpendicular, the normal of one plane should be parallel to another plane. So the normal of this plane is n1 bar, the normal of this plane is n2 bar. Both of them should be parallel to our required plane. So our plane is basically parallel to n1 bar, parallel to n2 bar, and passing through A. Again, normal is n1 cross n2, r minus a dot n1 cross n2 is 0. So I don't have to tell too many cases. You have to just only know one point. You should know one point and normal of the plane to find the equation of plane. For that only we are discussing different questions. That's all. Otherwise, there are not many formulas to frankly remember. Okay, maybe in a hurry I did not tell. Anyway, we're discussing about equation of plane. I should have told earlier, but it's okay, not a big issue. Coming to this same condition that point A bar and two parallel vectors B and C. 2 points A bar and B bar and one vector C bar, and 3 points A bar, B bar, and C bar. There is another form of equation of plane which is not using dot and cross product, using addition of vectors. Is r bar equal to A bar plus lambda B bar plus mu C bar. This equation of plane passing through point A parallel to B and C. How did this come up? You take any point as P and join A and P. Then AP bar is coplanar B and C, means it can be expressed as a linear combination of B and C. So you can write AP bar equal to some lambda B bar plus mu C bar. What is AP bar? OP bar minus OA bar equal to this, and OA bar that side. You will get this equation. But we don't use this so often because further to tell whether two planes are parallel or not, what is the distance from origin to this plane, this equation is not useful. The dot product equation is more useful. That's why this is only just to tell that much answer, but we cannot know further details of the plane in this form. Okay, now this formula will use for these two. Whenever you want to know equation of plane by using this formula, you should know one point and two parallel vectors. So coming to this, how are going to do it? One point is A bar, lambda into AB bar, and mu into C bar. A bar plus lambda into AB bar, you can write BA bar minus A bar into mu C bar. When you open it, you will get 1 minus lambda into A bar plus lambda B bar plus mu C bar. One may ask, why should I take A bar? I want to take B bar. Okay, take it, no problem, because A bar is also a point, B bar is also a point. Then this may look different. You may get lambda here and 1 minus lambda here. No problem. It's still same. After all, the sum of these two is 1. That's the main point. Where you take lambda doesn't matter. If you know 3 points, then how to write? Again, you want to use the same formula, but you should know 1 point and 2 parallel vectors. And the 2 parallel vectors are AB bar and AC bar. So that is R bar equal to A bar plus lambda times AB bar plus mu times AC bar. That is A bar plus lambda into B bar minus A bar plus mu into C bar minus A bar. If you open it, you'll get 1 minus lambda minus mu into A bar plus lambda B bar plus mu C bar. Once again, it's not that here we should have A bar. You can have B here, C here, here. These three can be any order because this A, you can take B bar. Why do you take AB and AC? You can take AB and BC also. As you change, answer may change. But what is important is this plus this plus this should be how much? One.
Answer.
Yeah, that is only in this, not here. Okay, only in this. As long as the coefficient of A bar, coefficient of B bar, coefficient of C bar is 1 and their variables, they will cover every point within this plane. Okay, but these two are derived from this. But these are only useful if options are given like this only. Otherwise, to find distances, to find parallel planes, to find a common line of two planes, this way of writing is not so useful. You have to go for other way. For each one of them, how to convert into other way, you know already.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, once again, can you explain, sir?
Is the first one clear to you? Then you due to network or you not understood?
Sir, due to network, your voice suddenly cut, sir.
Achha, okay. If it is due to network, because today I want to finish quite a few things. Okay, you just see the recording later.
Yes, sir.
You only said recording is there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem. Sir.
I'm just joking.
No problem, sir.
All right. I'm very happy that I took the decision of recording and putting in YouTube, even though it is very time taking for me, because every day somebody or other will miss some classes due to some network issue, genuinely maybe. And I feel very sad that I'm not able to help them. Okay. And somebody want to re-listen, they can always. Okay. I want to give a different idea to shortest distance between two skew lines, different approach, just to have a better idea. Otherwise, not so important maybe. Okay. I have two skew lines. Okay, you know two skew lines how they are, and how to find shortest distance is that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to construct a plane containing the whole first line and perpendicular to the shortest line. I want to construct another plane containing the whole second line and perpendicular to the shortest line. I'll get two parallel planes. The distance between them is actually shortest distance between the two lines, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I have two things like this, where this is passing through A and parallel to B. This is passing through C and parallel to D. They are skew lines. Anybody want to tell me what is the equation of plane, okay, in dot product form, containing this line fully and parallel to this?
Sir,
Parallel to second line.
Containing this line fully.
Containing the first line and parallel to second line. Imagine skew lines. This is not a 2D figure, 3D figure.
sir.
Yes, sir. We can have if the
Containing
yes,
the
sir. We
first
can
line
line.
parallel to second line. It is possible, right? What is the equation of that plane?
Sir, R
R
minus
minus-
A bar cross dot B bar cross D bar.
B bar cross D bars.
Yes,
Equals
that's
zero.
right. Yes, you are right. Because passes through point A, parallel to B, parallel to D, C doesn't have any connection to that plane which I am referring to. Okay, so because what is the equation of the plane containing the second line? Okay, the second line and parallel to the first line.
R bar minus C bar dot B bar cross D bar.
Okay, is equal to 0. When you open this up, you will get R dot B cross D is equal to A dot B cross D. When you open this up, you will get R dot B cross D is equal to C dot B cross D.
Yes.
Are these two parallel planes?
Yes, sir.
Then whenever you have R bar dot N bar equal to D1 and R bar dot N bar equal to D2, how will you find distance between those two planes?
D1 minus D by mod B.
Mod N bar. Yes. So what is the difference of these two? A dot B cross D minus C dot B cross D by mod B cross D. Here also B cross D, here also B cross D. So A minus C dot B cross D by mod B cross D. Did you have same shortest distance formula? Box A minus C B D by mod B cross D.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There it was easier actually earlier. Just projection of this on B cross D, we took it. It came just like that. But I just wanted to give another way of to think about it. How to find shortest distance between two skew lines. Okay, maybe I did not tell explicitly. Sorry, I may not be presenting in a very orderly manner. Okay, it is not that I have a written notes and I'm telling one by one point. Or, sometimes some teachers are able to teach very nicely without missing any order. One of the reason is in some colleges they will be teaching per day 8 hours, 9 hours, same track. Okay, first period they'll teach same thing. Second period they'll put another class, teach the same thing. Third period they'll put another class, teach the same thing. Okay, so per day they're teaching 8, 9 times. I'm sure after 2, 3 classes it just becomes like pro. Okay, my classes are never like that in my life. Okay, because one class is for junior HB, one class is for senior HB, one class is for regular seniors, one class is for regular juniors or something. I never got an opportunity to teach same thing in a day, maybe twice, but not more than that. Okay, so I don't have a planned very go routine like that. But anyway, what I was talking about. I forgot. I want to tell something. Something about shortest line they will ask. I did not tell that. Okay, please listen carefully. Finding shortest distance is very easy between skew lines because formula is there. Sometimes they'll ask line of shortest distance. What is that equation? Okay, they may ask in mains exam, but it's still little lengthy. Some work has to be done. Okay, there's no way. I don't think there is any shortcut as such. What is that? There is a point A bar, and this is parallel to B bar, and there is a point C bar, and this is parallel to D bar. There is this line of shortest distance which is parallel to both of them. They can ask you what is that line equation. You may know that it is parallel to B cross D.
Yes.
Okay, but what is this point? What is this point? You may not know. Without knowing the point, how can you find the line equation? So the only way to find this line equation is to know one of these points. Okay, how to know one of these points is you are going to assume this as A plus lambda B, because for some lambda, the position vector of this point is that. This position vector is C plus mu D. Okay, when you subtract these two, okay, what will you get? This vector, which is A minus C plus lambda B minus mu D, is this vector. How to know lambda and mu? This one dot product with B should be 0, should be perpendicular to B. And same thing, dot product with D equal to 0 should be perpendicular to this also. When you take this dot product and this dot product, will you get two equations in terms of lambda and mu?
Yes, sir. Two.
Yes. Solve them, you'll get lambda and mu. Put that lambda back, put that mu back, you will really get this point and this point. And if you know 2 points, you know how to find the line equation. Right? So when you want shortest distance, it is easy. But if you want line of shortest distance, all this have to be done. If you want to make a formula, you can make where you have to really solve these two. A minus C plus lambda B minus mu D dot D. Solve these two, find lambda and mu, put them back, put the line. Answer may look complicated with a lot of dot products and here and there using BDs and all that. If you want to remember, it's fine. But it is always little lengthy. Okay. But this is finding line of shortest distance. Okay. Very commonly, they will ask not just perpendicular distance, measured parallel to a line, measured parallel to a plane. There are 3-4 cases that we can talk about. Let us say I have a plane, I have a point. If I want to find perpendicular distance, it is very easy. Okay, we have formula ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 plus d by root a square plus b square plus c square. Okay, they'll give you this plane. They gave you x1, y1, z1. And they gave you ax plus by plus cz plus d equal to 0. But instead of asking perpendicular distance, if they say there is a line x minus x2 by a, by a2, y minus y2 by b2, z minus z2 by c2. Parallel to this, if you measure the distance and reach the plane, what is this distance? How are you going to do this question? Anybody want to give an idea?
Okay.
Distance from this point to this plane measure parallel to that line.
Sir, take the vector, sir, and take the vector and
Sir,
after that projection.
Okay. Yes, Satvik, you want to say something?
sir, we'll find angle between that line and the plane, sir. When we can find short perpendicular distance.
Yeah.
Means 90 minus theta, sir, not it.
Okay. Yeah. When I talked about angle between line and plane, I don't talked about it. It's okay. Fine. Can you find this distance? Yes. The distance formula. Can you find this angle? Yes. Not even 90 minus theta. Directly this angle theta, because you know this normal and you know this line DRs are same as A2, B2, C2.
Yes,
These
sir.
are A1, B1. So you will get this theta. You know this length. You know this. So cos theta equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. You will get hypotenuse. That is one way. Another way is you can find this point. How will you find this point? Do you know this line equation? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Passing through this parallel to that. So it will be x minus x1 by a2. The drs of this are a2, b2, c2. So the drs of this also. Y minus y1 by b2, z minus z1 by c2. Okay, that is this line equation. Passing through this parallel to the given line. Solve this and this. How will you solve a line and plane? You will take equal to lambda, take a general point on the line, substitute in this plane, and you will get lambda, put that lambda back, you will get this point. Right? Okay, once you know this point, you find the distance. There is another way to find this distance without actually finding the line is use parametric forms. Like in 2D geometry, you have this formula. I have a line and this angle is theta and this point is x1, y1. At a distance r, if there is a point, what is that point?
X1 plus r cos theta and y1 plus r sin theta.
Similarly, in 3D geometry, okay, I have a point x1, y1, z1. I want to travel r units along a line whose BCs are elements. What are the coordinates of this point will be?
X1 plus
R-
r, y1 plus mn,
x1 plus rl, y1 plus rm, z1 plus rn.
rn.
R cos alpha, R cos beta, R cos gamma, basically, LM. Okay. You can use that method also. How is that? This dRs convert into DCs. A2 by root A2 square plus B2 square plus B2 square. I'll call L2, M2, N2. If you assume this length is R and this is x1, y1, z1, this point will be x1 plus RL2, y1 plus RM2, z1 plus RN2. Because I know this point, I know DC says L2, M2, N2, I know this distance R. That point is substitute here. Only thing you don't know is R and you'll get R value. Without finding this point, you'll get R value straight. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Rena, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so that's how we can find a distance from a point to a line, maybe not perpendicular distance, line. Sometimes instead of line, they can give a plane also. Then let us see what happens. Okay, what if they gave a plane here? Distance from point to this plane measure parallel to that plane. Then what will you do? It is not as easy as the previous question in the sense I cannot say I'll find this new plane and then solve them. They'll have a line of intersection.
Sir,
Yes, please.
means doubt. Means can we find angle between normals and we can do, sir? Means
Yeah,
two
we
angles
can.
are there, no, sir, but that's why.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it.
Sir, we'll find
Means
the
two
line
angles
of-
are there, no, sir. Only one is correct, no, sir. How we'll find that one?
I will explain. A1x plus B1y plus C1z equal to D1 is this plane. This is A2x plus B2y plus C2z equal to D2 is this plane. Okay. Now, parallel to this, you draw a line, but you don't know anything about drs of that. Okay.
Yes.
It is like asking like this. I have a plane and I have a line like this. The shadow of that on this. Okay. What are the DRs of that? You can find it, but not as simple as easier, but you can still find it, not a big issue. We'll come back to that point after this question. So like that, I can find this vector, but still without that, not a big issue, because this is the normal of this plane and this is parallel to this. It will have one normal will be like this now. Okay.
Means
can find
vectors
that
will
thing.
take care of direction, sir.
Yeah. This is the
Yeah.
normal of this plane. That is the normal. You take this is theta. Now this will be 90 minus theta. You know perpendicular distance. You want to find this distance. We can find.
Yes, sir. Understand.
Okay. But the other two methods which I told for the previous question, I don't think you can use it here. That is really find this line equation. Okay. Because passing through this parallel, but it should be intersecting. Of course, is this clear? So the question may not be fully right in the sense this last shortest distance. I'll tell you why. Okay. Let's say I have a plane. From here parallel to this, yeah, I can go parallel in many ways now. I'll get many lengths. They should have shortest length among. I'm sure what I'm saying is there can be many points here where all these can be parallel to that plane. Na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In that also they should ask what is the shortest. So that they can tell like this. A is here, P is here, such a way that AP is parallel to this and shortest. Okay, then it is this. But anyway, I talked about plane, but there is also another version to this. That is, they'll give line
Yes,
and ask
sir.
parallel.
Sir,
Yes, please.
in this case, can we take the projection of this this
Yes.
projection of this on to the normal?
Yeah, and subtract. Okay, let me come back to
yes.
this. Yeah. Just a minute. I have a plane and I have a vector. If somebody asks me what is this, I will not be able to find. But I know n bar. I know this is
Yes,
r
sir.
bar. I can find this vector. From this, if I remove this, I'll get exactly this, which is the projection orthogonal to that original. Okay, like we have b bar minus b dot a by mod a bar square into a bar, where it is a projection of b, not on a and corresponding to a. Based on that also we can do it, finding this. Coming to the previous example. But anyway, almost same. They can ask in vectors as CD like this. Just 2 minutes, I will stop. Let us say I have a line x minus 7 by 2. X minus 7 by 2 is equal to y minus 3 by 5 equal to z minus 2 by 10. Okay, that is this line. And there is a point 3, 4, 5. Finding perpendicular distance itself is not as easy as the plane, right? If you remember, we discussed already. Finding perpendicular from point to a line. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have to take this point 732 somewhere here. Find this distance. Find its projection along this distance. Root of this square minus this square is this. Okay. On top of that, they may ask, don't find perpendicular distance, find parallel to another line. And they'll give you that line also. Some x minus 3 by 20, y minus 5 by 9, z minus 2 by 4. Okay, so how to do that? Maybe it is more easier than the perpendicular distance. Don't say I'll find perpendicular distance. Yeah.
That means these lines should be coplanars, sir.
Yeah, that is, those are making, no, they need not be coplanar because this 3, 4, 5 I'm not giving in the numerator. Some other point I'm giving. Okay. For example, they're asking this distance. That can be parallel to a line here also, na? Why it should be coplanar?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So then, no problem. You can really find this line equation, is it not? You can really find this line. Okay. And then solve this line and this line. You take equal to lambda here, equal to mu. Take the general point there, general point here. Equate, you will get lambda mu, you will get this point. And then you know this point and this point, you can find the distance. You can use x1 plus RL, y1 plus RM, that method also. Assume this length is R, convert this into DCs, and say this point will be 3 plus RL, 4 plus RM, 5 plus RN, where LMN are DCs. Substitute here. You should be able to get value. Okay, that is one method. Apart from that, you can also use theta if you want. This theta is easy to know because you know this vector and you know this vector. This dr will give you this dr will give you that, you know theta. My earlier method, find the distance. But without all that, I think I just find this line and solve it is more easier maybe. Or x1 plus RL and y1 plus RM also you can try. Not a big issue. Okay. Now, sometimes instead of line here, they can give a plane. Forget about this. They can give a plane. That is also more easy. Why? Passing through this parallel to that, you can find a new plane. Okay. Solve that plane and this line. It is very easy because you will take lambda here, substitute that point in this plane, you will get lambda, you will really get that point, and then find the distance. Or you have to take the normal of the plane, okay, and this vector you know, and go for the projections and all that. Okay. So these things I discussed some idea in the theory, but these are more nice to be discussed along with the questions. All right. Okay. So I mostly covered the theory, but I'm sure some small points I might have missed. But through past year mains questions, through the questions, everything will be covered. All right. If I miss something and that some related question comes, I'll definitely explain in detail, not just that question. And 3D geometry, little bit about DCs and DRs I have to tell, otherwise it's not a big story. Okay. So if you completed vector algebra fully, you can directly go to 3D geometry mains. After that is also covered, then we'll do vector algebra advanced and 3D geometry advanced. That is you. But I will start doing advanced in the class maybe from tomorrow itself. If I finish little bit of 3D geometry theory, if it is over, tomorrow itself, I will discuss some questions from advanced material of vectors. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. You can leave now.